This is Minecraft Hardcore, where you only have one life. This game mode makes the game significantly harder, with the difficulty making the hunger bar deplete faster, mobs deal 150% of the normal damage, and a lot more enhancements that make the game way harder. If you mess up, game over. This is me, a player who, you know what, I'm really not gonna try and sugarcoat it, I really suck. I'm really bad at the game, which is why I decided that I'm going to make a hardcore world with the sole purpose of getting better. My gameplay, building, game knowledge, I want it all to improve. Today, to start out my world, I had the goals to get full iron armor, set up a nether portal, so in turn I would need to collect 3 diamonds for a pickaxe and have a starter base set up. Also, just clicking on this video is super helpful, but if you want to like or subscribe, I would really appreciate it. It's free, super quick, it shows me that you guys want this series to continue, and you can always change your mind. Okay, so I just spawned in, and I think first things first, I'm gonna gather up some wood so that I can have like basic tools and resources, and I'm just gonna collect up some stuff so I don't die immediately. But I think, as I said in the intro, everything that I do in this channel, I want to improve like how I play the game with, and so like even in the first few minutes of spawning in, if there's a way that I can get better at the game, please just like let me know. That would be really, really helpful, and I would really appreciate like you doing that. Now that I'm done with that, I think that I'm going to make some wood tools really quick so that I can get started on doing my 3 goals for today. Thankfully, I think that I see a spruce... Yeah, I see a spruce biome over there so that we can collect the wood and put that in our starter base. And when I mean starter base, I actually mean starter base. We're not going to live in the house that I built today. Okay, the first thing I want to do is get all iron armor, which is one of the goals for today, so that I don't die when the mobs try to kill me at nighttime, because I definitely will, and I'm, again, not very good at this game. But I also, while we're here, want to collect up some spruce wood so that I can put it in my starter base, because, I don't know, spruce wood supremacy, guys, seriously. Oh my gosh, there's a wolf pack! Wait, no, I don't have bones, but I think maybe I could come back here and get them. Ooh, in the beginning, I also want to collect as much sugarcane as possible so that when I do get an enchanting table, I can get bookshelves really fast and then get higher enchantments, because I will definitely need those higher enchantments to be able to survive. Okay, so it's about to be nighttime and my game is very laggy right now, but I think that while we're here, I kind of want to collect some of the sand so that I can actually have a good starter base and put some sand in it. And then once we do that, I will go down into this cave and then I can get up the iron that I need. I think that that's iron, although that might be coal because of the texture pack that I have on, but I'm just gonna hope for the best and then mine up some of the sand. Okay, I have a little bit over a stack, which I think that's good for now. I might have to get more when I create an actual permanent place for me to stay, but I think that it's okay. And then I'm gonna start collecting up all the... Why are there turtles in a cave? Okay, anyways, I'm gonna start mining, and I definitely need to collect up some coal, because for some reason, I always run out of coal in every single hardcore world I've ever played. It's like the one resource in the very beginning I run out of. Wait, no, he could actually hit me. I'm gonna craft up some torches so that I can actually see down here, because the texture pack that I have on, which is the glowing ores texture pack, is really confusing me because I can't tell the difference between the coal and iron, so I think that if I have the torches on, it'll make it a little bit easier. I think that I'm gonna go underwater to see if I can find any ores. Okay, yeah. Wait, no, this texture pack is making it way easier for me to see everything. I just still can't tell what's coal and what's iron. Okay, I'm hoping that since all of these ores are underwater and they're not exposed to air, the veins will be bigger, which I'm pretty sure is how the Minecraft mechanics work, although I'm not 100% sure. I'll just have to see. Okay, there's also lapis down here, which I also want to collect, so that when I do get an enchanting table, I can just jump straight into enchanting and not have to go down. I still need to dig down to be able to collect diamonds, which I really want so that I can make a diamond pick and collect up obsidian, but or never mind, and there's just diamonds right there. But I also need to create an iron pick so that I can even break that, because I am so far behind, but I'm gonna do that really quick and then I'll get the diamonds. There were also some like right here next to this lapis, which I did not see because I'm pretty sure that I thought that that was lapis when I was first swimming by it, so that's kind of amazing. Wait, no, Mr. Squid, stop it. Okay, I guess he wants to do that. Okay, that's 1 diamond, and I also think that I'm gonna head back for the other 2, and then I'm gonna venture deeper into the caves to see if I can find any more, just to make sure, because that would be really, really helpful and awesome in episode 1 if I got more than 3 diamonds. Oh my gosh, he was zooming around that corner. Okay, wait, I'm on 3 hearts. Wow, he just took out that bat. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I did not realize how low in health I was. I'm gonna light up a lot of this area because I don't want another one of those surprise skeleton visits, because that was kind of terrifying and kind of almost very deadly. So I'm just gonna make sure that I can see everything down here, and then I'm gonna try to break up all of these ores and take them for myself. Oh my gosh, wait, I didn't even see that one right below me. I was looking at the one past it. I think that I'm gonna head up because it's almost day. Okay, wait, no, never mind, there's a skeleton, and I really do not want to fight another skeleton and look death in the face, because that would be really not good. What time is it? Does it not tell me the time? Okay, no, I don't think it does. Yeah, and there's another skeleton up there. I'm just gonna dig into the side of this cave and then cook my iron. Peekaboo! Peekaboo! Oh, okay. Nobody saw that. Now that I have all the armor I need, I think that I'm going to start looking a place for me to settle down first, because I desperately need to create a starter base. I keep almost dying at night, and I really do not want to do that because I'm enjoying this world so far. So I'm going to go for a little boat ride and then find a new place for me to settle down. Ooh, there's even more sugarcane. I feel like I'm always at a deficit of sugarcane, so this is very, very helpful to like spawn right by a river, because it's a total head start in the beginning of the new series. Wow, this river with the shader really, really looks cool. I mean, just look at all of like the light speckles and all of the pretty biomes. Like, I really am enjoying this so far. And it's also really good that there's a spruce forest here, because I can collect up a bunch of the resources that are in the spruce forest. There's wolves! Oh my gosh, yay! I can get a pet! Oh my gosh, and this time I actually have bones so I can tame them. Are you gonna be my friend? Okay, it only took 1. Can I get 2? I can! Ooh, there's a dark oak forest and a village right here, which is super, super good, because then I can collect up the resources from both. But I also really want my base to be near a village so that I can do village trading in the very beginning and then not be super far away when I set up like a village trading center, because I know how frustrating that can be, and so I want them to be close so that it's easier. I'm also definitely going to steal all of the good resources out of this village and then leave them all to die. Okay, I'm thinking that I might want to start building up here, just because all of the like structures and biomes near here are really ideal for creating a starter base. I just don't know where I might want to put it. Maybe in this like little ravine ditch area. Oh my gosh, is that a floating island? Wait. Hold up. Okay, it's not technically floating, but I might want to build it up here, because that could be a really, really cool build. Plus, then the villagers won't bother me too much, because they will have to come all the way up to my house. Ooh, I also want to collect up these trapdoors, because they're super expensive to make, but I use them in like every single build. Although, I might want to start improving from that, because if I use them in every build, then it gets repetitive. And so, again, like if there's ways for me to improve, especially in my building as well, tell me. I think that I'm going to use dirt as my scaffolding block, because I don't have scaffolding self, because obviously. But yeah, I'm just going to collect up some of it so that I can use it when I'm building a staircase or a bridge. Don't mind me just destroying this natural terrain to make way for capitalism and self-greed. But I also really want to use a lot of this mossy cobblestone and mix it in with natural cobblestone so that it has an almost like earthy cottage feel, because I want my build to be like homey. Okay, I think that I'm gonna start making the bridge up to the floating island right about here, just because I think it's a good distance away from the village without it being like too far. And I'm just gonna alternate between dark oak slabs, spruce slabs, and then a few other like accent blocks. I'm also gonna start curving the bridge a little bit around because I want it to go up and around and not just straight up onto the island. Okay, there's a creeper. No, 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 no! It blew up my dog! What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna try to fix up this terrain. I definitely want to terraform this once I'm done, but for right now I'm gonna be lazy and then not terraform it. I'm just gonna try to patch that up, but I'll definitely fix that in a later episode. Okay, creeper number 2. I'm gonna be smarter this time. No, 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 no! Dang it! What the heck? Why do I suck at this so much? Okay, I think that I'm done with the bridge for now. It looks good up and down, and I definitely like the alternating blocks. It's also not super hard to walk up and down, and I made sure about that because it would be really annoying if you had to like jump every single block. But I think now that I'm done with that, I definitely need to terraform this land in a later episode. But for right now, I think I'm going to start working on the actual base itself so that I have a place to stay. And to start, I definitely need to clear out a lot of these trees, so I'm going to do that really fast, and then I can create a sort of area for me to build. Ooh, I kind of like this cave. It's definitely very cool that it spawned naturally. I might want to put something down there. Wait, is that a ruined portal? Oh my gosh, wait, that's just like a really weirdly generating biome. But, okay, the ruined portal could be really, really helpful for me to get to the nether. I'm gonna head over to the ruined portal just so that I can see how much lava is there and how much obsidian's there so that I can see if it's enough. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be enough. Plus the gold blocks. This is very, very, very fortunate for me. Okay, I'm gonna head back to my base, and then I think I'm gonna get a water bucket and start building up the base and then come back later. I want to start working on my base, but I first have to terraform a lot of the land up on the floating island because it's very, very messy and very, very hard to build on, so I'm just gonna fix it up a little bit. I also want the base to sort of hang off the sides and maybe be connected to support beams right about there, so that it looks like it's almost hanging off the floating island, which I think would be pretty cool. I've laid out a sort of general area for it, so I think I'm going to start filling in the floor, which I just want to be like plain spruce. I want to start building the front. I sort of want the block palette to be like mossy cobblestone, cobblestone, spruce, and dark oak, so I think that I'm going to start first by like fixing up this path, but then I'm going to mess around with the front until I see what works, just so that it looks good. I think that I have the general shape that I want for the front. I want it to be sort of rounded, and I'm definitely going to have some blocks coming off of it for a little bit of depth, but that's the general shape for now. And I also think that I want to make this wall a diagonal, just so that it has a little bit of variation and it looks kind of cool off from like the villagers' perspective. Not that the villagers are going to care at all, but I definitely think it could look cool. The sunrise from this area looks so, so good. I'm actually really, really glad that like with the mix of the shaders and this sort of area that it all sort of came down to this. I'm glad with my decisions, plus like the village in the distance. Okay, I finished like the basics of the house. I also put a crafting table and some furnaces in here, but right now I'm gonna craft up a bucket and then I'm gonna go make and get the obsidian to create the nether portal and then gonna bring it back, and then I'll be done with all 3 of the goals for today. Yeah, I'm just gonna make all this obsidian because I don't think I'm gonna need lava for anything, and I also don't want myself or the obsidian that I mined to burn. And these gold blocks. I'm just gonna place down my water so that I don't fall into any sort of lava, and then I'm just gonna collect up this obsidian. I think that I'm going to build another portal in the sort of cave that I found earlier, because I think that that could be kind of cool, hidden under my base. So yeah, and then I'll just make it look not stupid, I hope. I'm just going to dig out this area so that I can put the portal here, and I'm going to fill it up with a mix of deep slate and dark oak so that it has a sort of like dark feel and ambiance to it. I'm definitely going to make it look better in future episodes, but for right now I think it's a good placeholder. This is what I came up with. It definitely does not look good by any means, but it's another portal and I'm going to fix it up in the next episode, so you'll have to come back or stick around to see that. But yeah, I think that that means that I've done all 3 of my goals for today, which I'm very, very proud of. I went back and got the fire charge so that I could light it, and yay! We have another portal, and that means that all 3 of our goals are done for today. Thank you guys for watching. I know that this is very, very new for me, so I'm trying out a bit of different content. But thank you all for watching. It really, really means the world. So yeah, I think that means that I'm getting off for tonight. So good night and thanks for watching.